Banned celebrities in different countries. Number 10. Justin Bieber. Bieber has had a noticeable amount of difficulty coping with the pressure that comes with becoming a household name at such a young age. This is something that he has fought with over the years, through his shenanigans, which include, among other things, failing to present the appropriate documentation for his pet monkey, making foolish remarks at the Anne Frank house, and painting graffiti in Brazil. He has effectively outraged quite a few countries. Until a few aspects of the situation are resolved, Justin Bieber will not be traveling to Argentina. The nation was first enraged by him since he accidentally knocked their flag off the stage with his foot. Following the alleged assault on a photographer that was committed by his security, he did not show up in court in Argentina that day. That he will be arrested if he returns has been communicated to him. Number 9. Madonna. Controversy is something that the Queen of Pop is no stranger to. After her trip to Israel and her encouragement of others to follow in her footsteps, the Egyptian parliament requested to have her blacklisted in the year 2004. In more recent times, she came dangerously close to being expelled from the Philippines in 2016 after she was seen dancing with her flag. However, the incident that may have been the most significant for Madonna occurred in 1989, when she released the song Like a Prayer. The music video for the song featured Madonna hiding in a Catholic cathedral while she witnessed a murder committed by the Ku Klux Klan. The video was widely attacked by the Vatican for depicting sexually explicit behaviors that took place within a church, even though the song was a huge success. Even though this prohibition was never enforced by the Italian authorities, the Pope personally prohibited her from making public appearances in Italy. Number 8. Beyoncé. When you think about it, you might be wondering how someone could ever wish to ban Beyoncé. It is her wonderful voice and unforgettable dance skills that are the only things she performs that leave people speechless. The latter is the reason why she is unable to engage in performance in Malaysia. Beyoncé's dance routines are regarded as being excessively provocative in Malaysia, which is a country that is largely known for its Muslim population. In addition, her wardrobe is a problem because the majority of her dresses are too revealing for the preferences of the locals. It would be necessary for her to wear an outfit that conceals the bulk of her body and does not expose her cleavage for her to perform there. The sexual dancing will also need to be toned down significantly by her. On the other hand, Queen Bee is not the type of person to skimp on her performance, and as a result, she's not welcome. Boy George comes in 7th. Throughout his career, this flamboyant chameleon and lead vocalist of Culture Club has amassed a considerable quantity of negative karma for himself. Following the handcuffing and beating of a male escort in East London in 2008, he was eventually charged with assault and received a sentence of 15 months in jail for his actions. 2 years prior, he had been required to perform community service in New York City as a result of his fraudulent report of a burglary from the previous year. The fact that he had a colorful criminal record back in his home country, in addition to this episode, led to him being denied entry into the United States. The good news for fans of Culture Club is that he received permission to enter the United States once more in 2014, effectively putting an end to his suspension in the country. Number 6. Akon. The accomplishments of Akon include concurrently achieving the top 2 slots on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the musician with the highest number of ringtone sales, and being banned from Sri Lanka. All right, perhaps not that very last one. However, due to the popularity of the song Sexy Chick, he was not allowed to enter the island nation. One of the visitors at the pool party that he throws in the film happens to be a statue of Buddha, which we see in the background of the movie. An apology was issued by Akon in response to the outrage that was caused as a result of this decision. When you take into consideration the fact that it was a song by David Guetta, on which Akon was just featured, the ban seems especially harsh. This is even though it appears to be an honest error. 5th. Lady Gaga. When it comes to censorship, Lady Gaga is no stranger. Her request for a permit to perform in Indonesia was denied by the local authorities in 2012, which ultimately resulted in her being barred from the country. She has been blocked from entering China on many occasions. Many of her tracks were placed on a blacklist between the years 2011 and 2014. As a result of her encounter with the Dalai Lama in 2016, she was given a complete ban. The Dalai Lama, in the eyes of Chinese supporters, is a symbol of the Tibetan separatist struggle. Even though the summit was supposed to promote world peace, Chinese supporters were offended by the gathering. As a direct consequence of this, she has been removed from media outlets in China, including radio and television, and the dissemination of her music has been prohibited. Even though it has not yet been examined, many people think that she will be denied entry into the nation. Number 4. Brad Pitt. There is a lot of controversy around the dispute that exists between China and Tibet. It was because of Brad Pitt's performance in the film 7 Years in Tibet that he was subjected to an unspoken ban in China. In addition to depicting the Chinese occupation of Tibet and the Chinese government's brutal authority over the region, the the film also presents the Dalai Lama in a favorable light. There have been several other high-profile actors and directors, including Martin Scorsese, who have been banned for their pro-Tibet sentiments. On the other hand, it appears that the scars that existed between Brad Pitt and China have been healed by the passage of time, as he was able to travel to China with Angelina Jolie to promote her recently released film, Maleficent. He returned to the country once more in 2016 to promote his picture, which was titled Allied. Miley Cyrus comes in third. It came as a surprise to everyone when Miley Cyrus was barred from entering China during her comparatively innocent period as Hannah Montana. How come? In any case, a photograph of her and a group of her friends doing the offending Asian squinty eye face suddenly came to light. There you have it. This is not a very good time for the rising superstar. The singer of Wrecking Ball is not only prohibited from entering China, but she is also prohibited from entering the Dominican Republic because she is engaged in behaviors that are contrary to the country's morals and traditions. Taking into consideration the new look that she has chosen after making an effort to break away from her prior Disney girl character, this is not as startling as it might otherwise be. Her idea of partying might be popular in the United States of America, but it is obvious that other countries are less interested in it. Number 2. Snoop Dogg. The inclusion of this specific entry on our list is not particularly surprising, taking into consideration the man's open declaration of his enjoyment of smoking marijuana. Several countries, including the United Kingdom, Australia, and Norway, have placed restrictions on Snoop Dogg's ability to perform. The fact that he caused a disturbance at an airport because his entourage was unable to move up to first class resulted in him being prohibited from entering the United Kingdom. As a result of his entire character being called into question, Australia temporarily banned him. A 2-year ban was handed down to him by Norway in 2012 after he was discovered to have 8 grams of marijuana, which he did not seem to mind at all. You can't be an OG and make everyone happy at the same time, can you? A special mention is in order before we reveal our top pick, which is as follows. Lily Allen had her work permit in the United States of America revoked after she assaulted a photojournalist in London. Number 1. Chris Brown. It was in 2009 when Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend Rihanna revealed that he had abused his partner in a domestic setting that he became fully notorious. After he entered a guilty plea to the assault charges, several nations, including Canada, the United Kingdom, and Australia, made the decision that they would not have any further interaction with him. No one desired to be a part of the circumstance since it was humiliating. Even though his career has, for the most part, been able to weather the storm, it appears that Chris Brown can't help but get into fights. In recent years, he has engaged in beef with artists such as Drake, Frank Ocean, and Soulja Boy. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.